If your ink's too slow and your nib won't flow, here's one of the places that you can go. Larry is here to see you through with Mr. Announcer and Cubby too. It's Larry's Fountain Pen Reviews. Magna Carta Pens, opening the door to a new world, present and future.
Here is one of the newest models from Magna Carta fountain pens from India. Very elegant, manly, a very bold fountain pen, very unique. Classy, just a very nice classy look. And just look at the details from the cap all the way down the barrel. And then this nice, beautiful clip, which is a nice, sturdy clip. Of course, it has Magna Carta on the pen, as you can clearly see there, with the Magna Carta logo. Nice white band. Now this weight of the pen is what, 65.6 G's. It's a heavy pen. For those who like heavy pens, see, that's me. I like a heavy pen. So I have no problems with heavy pens. Some people just don't get into heavy pen. That's cool. But we all are different. So if you're into a heavy pen, this could be right up your alley. Now I have been using this pen, testing it out, checking it out thoroughly, and it has done its job. Now, on the top of the finial, you can see there's the Magna Carta logo. Thank you, sir. And let's unscrew the pen a little bit here and show you the nib. Magna Carta in-house made nibs. And this has a broad nib and ebonite feed. Beautiful ebonite feed. These are all done by Magna Carta. Okay, now we're going to unscrew the barrel. And they do come with a converter. The pen comes in at 5.52 inches. Now, the girth of this pen at the widest point right around in here, 0.62 inches. And I have small hands, so it posts is real nice in my hands. It's a heavy pen in weight, but it's not heavy where you're going to get tired of the long writing sessions. I think you're going to have a lot of pleasure when holding this pen in your hand, because you can actually feel the pen in your hand and know where that nib is on paper at all times. So that's an advantage. And as you go down the barrel, there's a slight step off, but there's nothing that's going to be uncomfortable to your fingers. And it has a nice size of a grip there section right here. Okay. And for large fingers, you know, you can hold it up here, as I do at times, and it doesn't bother me whatsoever. What do you think about this, Mr. Announcer? You'd like to hold it and give your thoughts about it?
Okay, yeah, it is heavy, but it's a comfortable heavy. It feels very balanced. It's not top heavy. I could be fine with this one. Now, of course, I love the texture on it. That makes it easier to hold
Oh
on to.
yeah. The texture I think is the key to this fountain pen. It's very unique. I think. Just look at the patterns that's done in this pen in the barrel. Just look at that. It's just amazing. The workmanship that Magna Carta has done with their fountain pens. They have some folks down there that really know their business on creating fountain pens. And, this texture on the grip really does help your fingers, so you're not going to be sliding off the pen or nothing like that. And, of course, the nibs has Magna Carta logo and a B for broad. And they're twist out. You can twist out the whole unit, feed and nib. Easy to clean and easy to put another nib section in. You can just order an extra one from Magna Carta fountain pens, and there you go with the ebonite feed, and you're good to go. Once again, let me take the barrel off to show you again the barrel. And the barrel on this pen, I have it already inked up. I just wanted to show you. It screws in, so don't try to pull it out, okay? It screws in, it's more secure, and it's not going nowhere. So, can you make this into a eyedropper? No, it's metal. Okay, so, close that back up. Again, you'll see nicely done on this wide band, the Magna Carta, name of the company, and with the logo right here. And that beautiful kind of a bridge type clip. That logo, which I really think is cool, on the finial on top. And you go down the barrel, nothing there, but it kind of thins out when you get to the bottom of the barrel. So for people who like to post their pens, can you post it? Well, it does post, but it would be kind of big, I think. What do you think, Mr. Announcer?
Oh yeah, what makes it way too top heavy? Too much energy trying to hold it still.
Yeah, so I would not recommend you posting it. And if you decide to buy this pen, you're going to find out that there's no need to post it. Mr. Announcer has really large hands, and the pen fits comfortable in his hands, and he doesn't have any problems holding the pen. So the length of the cap is going to be 2.64 inches. Now the length of the pen itself from the, let me just put this right here, from the tip of the nib to the end of the barrel is going to be 4.84 inches. And it's a screw in. And it's closed now, so it's 1, 2, and you're done. 1, 2, and it's closed. So about 2 rotations, and that's all there is to it. But just look at the detail in this pen. That's what I like. The color of the pen, that's what I like. The weight of the pen, that's what I like. The feel of the pen. And when I write with the pen for long writing sections, that's what I like about the pen. And the most important part of all about this pen is right here, the heart of the fountain pen. With this ebonite feed and nib, it writes beautiful. It's smooth nib and wet. Very delicious nib. So what we're going to do next, we're going to do a writing sample so everybody can check that out. And let me get some writing paper here. And the writing paper I'm going to use is
Ayush paper.
Yes, and I got this paper from Mr. Frank at Federalist Pens and Paper. So, and this has been used already. So I'm going to just use this one right here. And let me get my notes over here if you don't mind. All right. So here we go. All right, and this is the Cambridge, all right, with a broad nib. And this is again ebonite. All right, do some fast here. In reverse. And you do get a different line variation on reverse writing. And this is a beautiful jade ink color. It's not a real light ink, it's a real dark ink, and it just writes lovely. And for wetness. And it's wet, and I've used a different ink with this, and the other ink was a lot wetter than this one. That's me. What do you think about that, Mr. Announcer?
Yeah, oh, good likeness.
Isn't
Yes.
that yeah. And we get the hair. I can't forget the hair. How about some scars? Frankenstein. How's that?
Mm-hmm.
There I am, folks. Yeah. Okay. So, what's your feelings about this pen? What do you think about it, Mr. Announcer?
I do like it. Initially, I wasn't sure if I liked the color, but I do like it now.
You know, people may say, oh, the pen's too gaudy. And they could be correct. It could be too gaudy. I thought the same thing at one time, but I kept looking at the pen. And then I said, you know what? I need to check this pen out. So, once I had it in my possession, it just looked like just a great fountain pen. It's stylish. It has some class to it. So to me, it's not overwhelming. To me, it's not flashy. To me, it's right on the money. It just looks great. And with all that machine work they've done on this barrel line, it just really looks good. It's just really amazing fountain pen. And I've had some different colors of inks in here, like I've said. Downstroke with some pressure and no pressure. Bing, bing. But very nice writer. No problem with ink flow. None so ever. So you can look up Magna Carta pens on their website, and you can see this pen plus many, many more pens. Now, Frank at Federalist Pens and Paper, he does carry some of these pens. So you might want to check out Federalist Pens and Paper and see what you like there. But I'm pretty sure you're going to find this pen pretty amazing once it gets in your possession. I can say it's a pen that, I'm glad Magna Carta came out with a pen like this. It's quality. They did a great job on it. The nib and feed, Class A, just really a great performing fountain pen. And again, they're affordable. They're not outrageous price. I think they're below 170 bucks. 160-ish, maybe, something like that. I forgot. But, well, it's way affordable. Folks, that's going to wrap up for this pen because I have another Magna Carta coming up. Next up, I'd like to introduce to you from Magna Carta fountain pens, the Plus 2.2 fountain pen. Really just a rainbow of beautiful popping colors. It's really an attractive fountain pen. It's got some blues, yellows, really a pale blue. What would you call that? Teal, maybe?
Not a pastel mint.
Pastel mint more. Okay, it's just really beautiful. And as you go all the way up to the finial, it's got the same thing going on. Really nicely done. A sturdy clip that's going to be able to get on your shirt pocket with ease. And mine's a thick shirt pocket. No problem. It's nice and secure. And it does have a chrome band around the top. And as you go down right here, a nice, beautiful wide band with Magna Carta on it. And the, again, logo of Magna Carta. Plus, it has the detail scripts all done in here. What would you call that, Mr. Announcer? That's beautiful, isn't it? The inlay they done on the band.
Yeah, just a geometric etching. Let's see here.
Yeah, the etching is really nicely done, I think, on these pens. That brings out some of the beauty of a pen, the etching that is put into these bands. It doesn't make it look plain, boring. This gives it a lift, I think. And the colors, again, are just so amazing. What gets me is this beautiful yellow and the blues and reds just combined. It just pops. It really is a good-looking fountain pen. The colors are vibrant. They're cool. And now, look right in here. What do you think about that, Mr. Announcer? That's a little different.
Yeah, I was noticing it's sort of maybe you could describe it as a marble pattern, but a lot more detail than the rest of the surface has.
Now, that is very interesting. If you're into detail, yeah, because you'll find a lot of it even down in here, in here.
Yeah, patches of it all over the pen.
Yeah, all over the pen. And look it up in here. Once you start looking, you're going to see more. That's really interesting about the pen. So, okay. I've already had the pen a while. I've been using the pen for a while to get to know the pen like I do every pen I review. So I know how the pen performs. So let's unscrew. And two and you're out. Unscrew the cap, and does it post? Yes, it does. But again, do you think that's a little long for you?
Visually, it looks long.
All right, why don't you put it in your hand?
Let's try it.
Hold it down here at the grip. There you go.
Too much weight up top, yes.
Too long, though. It would
Yeah.
look, too long. It's a big pen, but still a decent writer. Try that in your hands again, Mr. Announcer. See what you think.
Okay, that one's much better.
Yeah.
It's a little lighter than the Cambridge, but it's still, I can feel it. And this one's not too bad. It's got, there's not much of an edge right here, but I've got just enough I can hold on to the pen with. It doesn't slip.
So, okay, so let's go down the barrel. It's a little step off where the cap screws on to the barrel. So there's nothing sharp going down. So now when you go up, you'll feel something, but nothing to cut your finger. It's going down. There's nothing to worry about. So The grip section is a decent sized section. I have small hands. Mr. Announcer has real large gorilla finger hands and no problem whatsoever with the grip. And I had no problems securing the grip in my fingers. It was comfortable to write with for long writing sessions, and I do write long writing sessions because I have a lot of letters I have to get addressed and done and out. So here is the nib, and this is a stub nib, Magna Carta logo on the pen. Very lovely nib, and I'll show you this in a minute. So let's unscrew the barrel, and the barrel it comes with a converter, and this is a pull-off. If I don't lose everything, and you unscrew it and pull it off. Push in, screw it in, done. Unscrew it and then pull it off after you unscrew it. So remember, screw it in, take it off, screw it off, pull it out, okay? Because why did I say pull it out? Because sometimes it doesn't come out on pens, I've noticed. So here I am, I'm screwing it, and let's see if it'll come out on its own. And it does come out, but sometimes I have a tendency to pull on them anyway after I unscrew the converter. But that's just me, right? And on the converter, it does have a Schmidt name on the converter. Okay, so I just had this pen inked up, wrote with it for a good while, and the nib on the pen as well has ebonite feed and twist off units, so you can change them out with other nib units, where you can get another nib unit from Magna Carta fountain pens. Go to the website, or when you order a pen, you can just order another nib if you like. That way you'll have it ready when you're ready to try it. So pens are affordable. Now what we're going to do, let's go ahead while we're at it, and we are going to, hopefully, we're going to, before we ink it, we're going to get some weight and some measurements here. All right, here we go. Dun, 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 dun. Are you ready? I guess we're not ready. Try it again. .9 G's unfilled. And so here, Cambridge, and here is a plus 2.2. Okay. Both together. Aren't they beautiful? Look at that. Look at this. Gorgeous fountain pens. Really good looking fountain pens. And I said this is a very manly looking pen. I did, and I do stick with that, but great for a lady too. Ladies do like, pens with weight on them, because we're all are different. We're all unique. Come on, people. The new generation is here, and Magna Carta is here at their service. So we got that done. So while we're at it, before I do that writing test, why don't we get some measurements? Isn't that a good idea, Mr. Announcer?
Sure.
Thank you. All that encouragement. And this one's going to be at 5.98 inches. Now let's try the girth of this barrel. So right about here, right about in here, 0.61 inches. And I'm just thinking about the barrel. I mean the cap, just for the heck of it, since I'm in a good mood today. About 0.62 inches, right about in here. But isn't that a lovely pen? Now let's go ahead and get the measurements of the cap. 2.76 inches. And we're going to do from the tip of the nib to the end of the barrel. .35 inches. All right, my friends. So what do you think about the pen so far? And we're going to break everything down for you because I want you to get a good look at the pen. There's your pen right there, okay? Affordable? Yes. Again, the nib unit, twistable, comes out. You can put a different nib in there. Ebonite feed, you can paste the whole unit inside. Very simple, very easy. So what kind of ink am I going to use? You know what I'm going to use? I have some blue in there, some Robert Oyster in there blue. But I'm going to use the Robert Oyster, I think, Soda Pop blue. Because, I don't know, I think it's going to go cool with the pen. But you know, yellows, reds, pastel colors, just about whatever you want in there, even black or blue black. So that would be kind of cool. Here we go. That should be enough ink. And I'll wipe off my nib here in a second. The Plus 2.2 with a stub nib. Okay. Put that all over here, this over here. And we're going to get ready to write here. All right. Isn't that beautiful? Robert Oyster ink, that's beautiful. That's that Soda Pop blue ink. Beautiful ink. Downstrokes, cross strokes. Your downstrokes are going to be thicker, and I'm almost out of ink. You got a wider downstroke and a thinner cross stroke. And you do get a different line variation. Now this is a stub, okay? Look at that, beautiful, isn't it? No pressure at all. Now a little bit of pressure. Bam. No pressure. And a little bit of pressure. Look at that. That is pretty. That is a nice nib. Nice nib, yeah, and beautiful ink. Yeah. Well, folks, that's going to hang it up for today. I hope you enjoyed the review of some of the newest pens that have come out from Magna Carta. And so a special thank you to Heron and his family for sending me these pens for review. So this review was sponsored by Magna Carta and Heron, brother, family, who all works at the factories. He has a factory in, I believe, in Japan maybe, and then they have another small building. One place to make nibs and another place to make the pens, and they have other employees working there. This is a dream of theirs, and they've been working very hard and they're very dedicated in what they do. And I hope to see them opening the doors out of India into the U.S. and throughout the world. They do great work. But people have to give them the opportunity, have to give them the chance to show you that their pens are worthy of buying. I think they are. So, friends, enough said. Seeing is believing. You can purchase these pens from Magna Carta website. I believe Frank at Federalist Pens and Paper, he has a different line of them, but you can check his website too. But if you want to check out all those beautiful pens that Magna Carta pens have, check out the website because they got a bunch of beauties going on. And hopefully I'll be getting some more to show you guys out there these wonderful fountain pens, these beautiful, well-made fountain pens. Their hearts are put in here. I'm telling you, just look at the colors of this beautiful pen. Wow. What do you think about the pen, honestly, Mr. Announcer?
Oh, I do like it. I especially like those small patches of the mixed colors on it.
You know what made me with this pen was that reds and that blues in it, especially, and the yellows. The red, blues, and yellows, that's what really got me to think. And then you start looking at this pen, then you look closer, and then you see all these different patterns pop up here, and then on the barrel, and then this nice wide, thick band with the engraving of the name and the edging done, all the sketching done. It's just beautiful detail work, amazing work, great job. But you know what? When you want the best, you buy the best at an affordable price. It's your money. Spend it wisely. Until my next review, stay safe out there, my friends, and good luck to Magna Carta fountain pens in India. A lot of peace and love your way, Herod, my good friend. Give the family my best. Larry from Fort Worth, Texas. God bless each and every one of you. And thank you for all you do. Be kind to a stranger, my good friends. A lot of peace and a lot of love to each and to everyone throughout the world. May there be peace one day. Don't text and drive. Bye-bye.